Hello, dear ones. Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings, which just happens to be happening at tea time. The new moon was about 15 minutes ago, 20, depending on when I actually look at the clock. But so we have crested the new moon. We have wound down and hopefully released things. I think what I was releasing at the time of the new moon was tears of frustration and or relief, and I'm not sure which. For the past week or so, I have heard myself say to others and have thought to myself how grateful I am for the way that I am. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and while not all of it affects me directly, it does affect people that I know, or of course it's a topic of conversation, or there's concern about ripple effects down the road because one step leads to another. And honestly, I don't pay much attention because I don't understand a lot. I don't understand the reasoning, or I don't understand the end goal, or how one will meet the other, or I don't understand. I just don't. There's a lot that I look at or I hear about, and I go, I don't get it. But I am used to not understanding people, things, events, the why of a lot of things. I have spent a lot of my life trying to figure it out, trying to be a person who was part of the in-group, or knew what was going on, or had the answers, or had the knowledge, or felt part of whatever it was. And I rarely did. The first time I remember really feeling comfortable in a place and in a way that I felt comfortable growing and even taking a leadership role was a bookstore, because I could talk about books. I knew about books, and it did not need to be facts. We had a whole set of different worlds, and talk about an inclusive place. There were books for everyone and everything, and while I didn't know all of them and hadn't read even a tenth of them, much less a tenth of what is out there, I knew that it wasn't a monolithic environment. And I knew that there was a lot that I had read or connected with that other people hadn't, and vice versa. And the rest of the world, some things I understand, numbers, I get it, though some accounting practices, it's like, yay, they're making a new game. So, the other day I joked that I was made for times like these, because I am used to not having a clue what's going on and simply focusing on what I can do. And of course, the happiness practice has helped contribute to that, and it helped me feel more comfortable in my skin, and helped me feel more comfortable around other people and them doing whatever it is they're going to do. But it doesn't change the urge sometimes, the need to connect, or especially when one is being supportive or trying to be supportive or something, and an event is happening, and so expectations are set, and you think you understand. I think I understand what's going on, positive, negative, pros and cons, benefits and negative consequences, and then the actual event happens, and obviously there's all the tension that built up to it ahead of time. So there's the release of tension. But I came away from this event going, I don't understand. And part of it was feeling let down, like some things I thought were truths for the event or beliefs of specific people, and I'm using beliefs in a very small term, not the big B, but the little b, thought processes even, weren't what was presented, and other things that I expected to, be easy and sail through became bigger issues. And really my, I didn't have a job in the event to contribute. I was, one of the back stage people. So I just, kept things moving. But at the end, I felt like slightly betrayed and really overwrought. And driving home, I find myself crying. I honestly don't know. Maybe it was just release of all the buildup of tension, even though I had tried to set my expectations and my world and my focus on everything going well. And it did. Everything worked out well. I just don't understand. And when I'm asked for a recap in a couple days, I'm still not sure I'm going to understand quite what happened and how it got there. And, it's not a big negative or a big positive. It's just, you set your expectations and then something else came out of it. And so that means I have a little more work to do on allowing things to be, and maybe on being more aware of where I am. Because other people will police themselves or do what they need to do to get the outcome that feels right for them at the end of the day or in the moment or whatever. I can only focus on me. And I know this. So being more aware ahead of time what is actually perhaps going on under the surface, and releasing a little more almost connection to expectations or outcome, or even the people I'm trying to support. Not in a way of, they're on their own, and they can go move those things all by themselves, but in a way of, I am contributing what I can, and the outcome is in somebody else's hands. And I don't need to have any emotional investment in it one way or the other, even if I am supporting someone. So that's my meandering thought for today, based on tears running down my face as I'm driving down the mountain. Not a good place to be. Happily, the sun is out. And like I said, that was the new moon. So now we are building back up to seeing new things, seeing new projects completed, seeing new plateaus having been achieved. And it's spring here. It is finally spring. So maybe that's a little more tension that's being released. And maybe in the end, really, it's not even about the focus or the support or the expectations, but about the labels. Was I labeling one thing as about this event, when it was actually residual tension about how the winter's been, or how my health was last week, or about something totally different? And now I have more to think about. So thank you for being part of this journey. And I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope spring is springing in the right cycle for you and where you are. And I hope that there will be many beautiful, bright things to bring us joy in the weeks to come, even if we don't understand them. Take care of you.